What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. We're going to be doing another video about the good old C7Z06 sitting behind me. And if you guys haven't noticed yet, we got a little update on it. We're going to show you the update right here. I don't know what Mitch was doing, but
empty.
It's fucking empty. There is no longer an engine or anything for that matter in this car. There's the torque tube bell housing right there. We left that in. We will be pulling the transmission and fuel system out of this car in the very, very near future. We're going to show you the block and all the other little parts that have been taken off of this setup. As you can see, good old Mitchell man really was working his ass off here, weren't you? Yeah. That's good, man. Fucking, we got this thing out. We got some good news about it. We've talked to a machine shop. You guys are going to be very surprised to hear who is going to be building this short block for us. So let's go take a look at what we got going on. Here it is, guys. The LT4 short block out of Streetspeed717's old C7 Corvette right here. All torn down. We got parts down here. We got the oil pan down here. The oil pan actually looks pretty clean. I had Mitch take the windows tray off. There is a little bit of metal down there. So, I mean, that could just be very normal. But it is a little bit of fine gunk. We'll spread it on my finger a little bit better here. You know, probably just regular stuff. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Right here in the edge. Let's get our finger over here. There's some more. We'll get a little close up. That's pretty much what it looks like. But this entire engine is going to be rebuilt. I don't see any metal in there. It might just be a fine break-in metal, maybe from the cam that was installed, which we'll show that here as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get a much better look. Mitchell, can we get the flashlight, please? A much better look at this entire block and everything. So we can see the cam bearings back here. That's our rear cam bearing. That looks like that's in good shape. We'll see on this side of the cylinder wall, we actually did not see this the first time we took this engine, the head off of this engine, but we noticed that not only did it have, again, we go down there, not only did it have some scoring down here from before, and obviously all the marks on the piston there, we can get a much better look at those pistons, or this number 7 piston actually. But this side here is, we don't know what was going on there. We don't know if it was just a lot of play going that way or what's going on, but like I said, this thing's going to be torn down and rebuilt from scratch, so it's going to be pretty cool. Everything else looks good. All the other cylinders look very, very good, like we discussed in our previous video as well. So you can tell that these are burning really good. Little bit of carbon on the pistons, not a big deal. Got the lifter trays out, got the lifters out, back covers off. Everything is off of those. Oh shoot, man, Mitch is like, I gotta get shit done. Even the cam bearings up front here look good. These are all going to be replaced. The cam bearings are going to be replaced. The rods, this rod and piston back here is more than likely going to be replaced just to be on the safe side. Everything else is going to be checked. New rings, and they're going to be gapped for more boost. We're also going to be doing new bearings in the entire engine. The shop that is going to be rebuilding this short block for this C7Z06 is going to be none other than our awesome sponsors, Golen Engines up in New Hampshire. It's going to be freaking amazing. We've got this block and another block that we're actually going to be transporting up to them. I'm going to take a little vacation day up into Boston. It should be pretty fun. But basically, I have this and another block that need to go up to Golen Engines. I'm going to be driving the blocks up there. It's going to be cheaper for me to do that as opposed to shipping them up there through UPS or freight or whatever the hell it is. We're not going to do that. I'd rather just drive. Plus, I can get away for a little bit, get away from the shop, take a little vacation, go check out Boston again. I really enjoyed the last time I was in Boston as well. Plus, the customer of this vehicle lives up that area as well, so I can actually meet up with him in person. It's been a while since I've seen him, and I can talk to him about some future plans for this vehicle as well. All right, over here to the cam. We got the part numbers down here, and I just looked them up, and if I'm correct, I might not be correct, so don't hold me to this, guys, but it looks like the cam that was in this vehicle or in this car for the Pro Charger setup might have been close to or around, I could be wrong, like I said, 231, 242 duration with a 617, 615 lift on a 116 LSA, which you guys can see right here. We do know it's a 116 just because it says obviously 116 right there. More than likely, we're going to be changing this cam out for something a little different. Maybe a custom grind cam of one of our own. See if we can get some more power out of it. Plus, we're going to be doing a few other mods to this vehicle as well. Like I discussed in previous videos, we are going to be doing a triple pump setup in this vehicle to handle the more power. This thing will, we're definitely going to be looking to make over 1,000 horsepower through an automatic transmission with this car. I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. I think we'll be able to get there once this engine is fully completed and built correctly. And then we'll upgrade the cam. We're going to do some other little things. As you guys can see, we have the injectors out, the pulleys off. It already had an Innovators West pulley from the last time, so that was used over again, obviously. What else? Front cover, we got the oil pump here. Nothing real exciting. We have everything marked. Mitch, being the guy that he is, has everything bagged and tagged down here, so we know exactly where everything goes on this car. I'm also going to be making a video of me going up to Golen Engines up in New Hampshire and checking them guys out again, dropping off these engines, having them build them, and then doing a whole video obviously of when we get the engines back, and especially this engine in particular, and seeing the great awesome job that they've done. Obviously you guys know from the past, oh my god, Mitch has cleaned up obviously. I don't know if you guys can notice, Mitch has made lots of room here for us to work. Lots of room right there. But Golen Engines built my 370 cubic inch engine for the Red Rocket, which is right there, which is now getting to be put into Ghost. But they did an amazing job on this engine. I have a video in my collection here down, if you look down below, of this engine arriving, the unboxing of this engine, showing the quality of work. They painted the block for me and everything. Guys up there know exactly what they're doing, and they are amazing at what they do. So that's why I've decided to send this short block back up to them to have them build this one, because I have a lot of faith in them guys. And them guys, they know what they're doing. They've built the LT engines before, so they have experience with the LTs. And I don't know if you guys actually know, but they also build LS motors. Obviously they did my 370, and the biggest thing that they love to do up there is the 4.0 Jeep engines. I don't know why I'm showing you a picture of that engine when I'm talking about the Jeep engines. They are also a big fan of building the 4.0 Jeep engines into 4.7, is it 4.7 or 4.6 strokers?
4.6, but I'm not exactly sure.
I'm not exactly sure, but they do stroke out the 4.0 Jeep engines, the inline 6 cylinders. So if anybody out there has a Jeep engine that wants their work done through them guys, they've been doing it for a long time. They know what they're doing. Go check them out. The link is in the bottom of my description, guys, so go check it out down there. It's underneath where it says sponsors. I have a couple sponsors down there. Golen Engines is one of them. Go check them guys out. They're going to be doing this build on the C7 Z06, and I have total confidence in the fact that this thing's going to be kicking ass when it's done. They're going to go ahead and they're going to go in there and tear this thing apart, hone out the cylinders, and replace what needs to be replaced, including the piston rod, rings, bearings, and all that fun jazz. We might even upgrade, I don't know if you guys can't really see it, we might even upgrade the main bolts to a set of ARP bolts to add some more strength to this engine to make sure it's good to go. It already has ARP head studs, so we're not going to worry about them. It's already in there, so that'll be more than enough for that. And then we'll be putting this thing back together, guys. So that's pretty much the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Not a whole lot of content today, but now the engine is out. Mitch got this thing out in like 5 hours. It was nothing. Like, you were in here like, what, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning?
4:15.
4:15 this morning, and the engine was out. By the time I got here at 7, he had the engine out on the engine stand, tearing the crank pulley off and all that jazz. So, thank you, Mitch. I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. Facebook is also Diablo Formula Racing. Deuces, guys.